The OG trade. Is this a win-win? I know that's not a sexy take, but Jay, is this a win-win for both teams with RJ going home? Emmanuel Quickly is now their point guard, and OG, kind of the perfect 3-and-D guy, coming to New York, exactly what they need.
Yeah, I like this trade for both teams. I think there's a world where Quickly becomes the best player in this trade, or already is the best player in this trade.
Already is.
Quickly's really good. And he was behind Jalen Brunson. He's not that anymore. I think he's a great fit next to Scotty Barnes. If you look at all the on-off numbers, Quickly's always been fantastic.
I'm open to the idea that he could become the best player in the trade, even though I think it's tough. OG's absolutely currently the best player in the trade. That's not a knock on Quickly. Like, possible, OG's good.
I think it's possible in a different situation. Quickly is the point guard the Raptors need. He'll lift them more than OG was this season.
Yeah. How much do you think he's going to get to do with Siakam dribbling the life out of the ball?
Well, how much longer is Siakam going to be there? Are they going to keep Siakam?
That's
or
a
are
great
they going
question.
to move him
That's a
too?
great question. No,
that's the next piece of this. And I think you just move Siakam, build around Scotty Barnes and Quickly, and start moving to the future right now. That present, the recent past is nothing to hold on to. And RJ Barrett, I don't love his game, but he's big, he's strong, he's athletic, he can get to the rim. Just with a little more understanding of with a little more understanding of what makes a good basketball shot for your team, not just for you. I think he could be pretty good. And then I love it for New York. Like,
yeah,
Quickly's really good. And there were definitely other teams that were sad to see him get traded somewhere else. But like, if you're going to move him, he didn't really fit next to Jalen Brunson in a playoff series because they're both too small. And OG, like, he's going to give space for Brunson. He's going to give space for Randall. He's going to give them a bigger, more physical defensive threat. And he's not going to do stupid stuff like RJ Barrett did repeatedly to sabotage your offense. So I'm totally in on OG for them. And they also have more pieces to go and have another trade. This doesn't have to be it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they can go make other moves. Josh, let me ask you this about OG. He's someone who openly wants a bigger role on offense, right? Mm-hmm. Like, he's like, and I think he sees, I think one, he's competitive and thinks he can do more, but two, I think he sees the money. Like, Jeremy Grant just got 160
right
over yep. 5, you know, like, and OG's going to hit free agency. I don't think he's going to take his player option for next year. He's going to hit free agency, and he wants to show that he can score as well as be a 3-and-D guy. And I think he sees the money that's in there for him with that. Is New York the situation to do that? Like, I know RJ got a lot of opportunities in the offense, but I'm just wondering if OG offensively can be more than what we saw in Toronto in this Knicks situation.
Yeah, I think so. I think going off what Jay was saying, like, in Toronto, you know, he had Siakam, right? Like, he had some decent Scotty Barnes, decent players around him. But like, now he's in New York where he's got Jalen Brunson, who's like, he's an elite playmaker right now. Like, OG, we saw last night, shoots the ball, gets downhill, whatever you need. So having Brunson be able to take some pressure, put some pressure at the rim and open up shots for OG, I don't think he had anything like that in Toronto. Now I think it's just going to be a little bit easier for him. Now he's also on, and my whole thing with this trade was Toronto is doing this for their future. I think New York sees themselves able to compete this year to win the East. Mm-hmm. I think that they were trying to look for that piece because who are the teams that they need to get by? Who are the teams that cause them problems in the East right now? Boston, mm-hmm. right? Milwaukee, Miami. Right, those are like the biggest. I know that look. Those are the biggest threats, right? And who are their best players? Giannis, Tatum, Jimmy, and who's the guy that is going to guard all three of those guys?
OG, yeah.
OG, exactly. So I think that they were building to be able to compete now, right? Mm-hmm. They've beat those teams. They've competed with those teams. I think they have a shot. And people love winners, man. And if OG is on a winning team, that only helps his contract situation, in my opinion. Yeah, you know what I mean? When you're in Toronto and you're playing well on an okay team, one thing, but to be on part of a team that is trying to win the East, that just helps. Yes, Jay.
I don't
Before
think he
you
needs to
interrupt
worry
me
about his
again.
contract. Isn't his agent Leon Rose's son?
It is. Yeah,
Oh,
but it's also
okay.
James Dolan.
It's just a wink, wink, nudge,
All
nudge.
right.
We got you,
Normally
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Fair enough.
right, but it is James Dolan. You never
Fair
know.
enough.
You got to
Right.
give
But
him a chance.
and I saw he wanted to be in New York. Like
Yeah,
that
that's why
was
he
his
signed with
whole.
CAA.
He
That's why he-
wanted to be there.
That's
So
why he
yeah,
switched
I
to
guess
CAA.
I don't think he's looking to go anywhere unless some team comes out of the woodwork and just blows New York out of the water with a contract. But
Yeah,
I mean, I think
seems
this
unlikely.
was big for New York. I think that they legitimately feel that they got a chance to compete for the East now.
Do you think
Adding
they
OG to be
legitimately
able to guard those guys.
Like they feel that way, but do you think that they legitimately do have a chance now?
I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think it makes them better. I was looking at just his historic matchups with these guys. Like he does well on Tatum. Tatum's averaging less than 19 points a game on him in his career. But like Giannis is averaging 27 on OG in his career.
That's actually pretty good, keeping Giannis to 27. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he's usually well over 30. That's not bad.
I think it makes them better. I just don't think that they have it. The guy, I think they've got good, like Randall's legit. DiVincenzo shooting the shit out of the ball, and Brunson's a killer. But Brunson's not. What did Becky Hammond say? He's not the 1A guy.
Yeah.
Not the 1A guy. She got hate for that, but is she wrong?
Historically, she's right. It's
No.
Isaiah and it's Steph. Like that's it.
Those are outliers, man. Those are Hall of Famers. Like
And look,
that's
maybe
the
Jalen
exception is not the rule.
Not only that, historically, beyond being just taller than Jalen Brunson, the best player on a winning team is just better than Jalen Brunson. Like that's it. Like you normally
you
need a
look
top
at
3
Dame,
player in the league.
And
you need an MVP type.
Historically, their number twos aren't Julius Randle.
Ball stopper.
Yeah. Like it's just not a brand of basketball that I think you can believe in. I believe in Jalen Brunson. I just don't believe in Julius Randle.
For sure. But I look at the matchups, like they go against Boston. Derek White is going to be a great defender on Brunson. Brunson's
to be able to throw Drew and Derek White at him.
Dude, it's going to be relentless.
Yeah. That's pretty impressive.